Hey guys, it's me again, and you guessed it, another apartment video. I know in my intro video I said I was going to talk about learning and growing and the journey of life, but all I keep talking about is rent. But aside from it being a very large expense, I think where you live plays a very large effect into your life.
Good morning, my neighbors! Hey, you! Yes! You too!
So I'm going to talk about where I live. This is going to be a straightforward video about my new flat in London. If you haven't watched my last video, check it out here, or in the link in the description. Don't really know where I'm going to put it. If you have watched my last video, you'll know that there are three things I wanted from my apartment. One, that it was centrally located. I'm only in London for a year, so I wanted to live in London while I was in London. Two, I wanted high commutability and easy transportation. So I chose a flat near King's Cross. The third thing I wanted was it to be a one-bed flat, not a studio flat. I wanted my bedroom and the living room, kitchen, dining, all that stuff to be completely separate so I can host people as well as just have a little bit of delineation as I live in my house. So let's start with the floor plan. There are 5 key areas of this flat: the foyer, the living room, the bedroom, the bathroom, and the rooftop. The foyer connects the living room, the bedroom, and the bathroom, and the rooftop is only accessible through the bedroom. Let's start with the area that I spend the most time in, the living room. When I first moved in, there's a couch on this side of the wall, there was a table with 4 chairs in the middle, and there's a newly renovated kitchen. The kitchen looks super nice, has great cabinets, a nice electric stovetop and oven, no dryer, but also has an in-unit washer. So the first thing I did when I moved in was I reorganized the place, vacuumed the whole floor and around everything. I ended up moving the couch from this wall to kind of create more space in the middle and just have a little more areas to play around. In terms of that space to play around, I actually rolled a green grass-like rug. In the city, there isn't that much nature, so I like to, in some ways, bring the nature in. The couch came with the flat. I actually personally don't like it. I think it has a lot of design flaws, but I wanted to elevate this area of the couch to turn into a den. So what I did first was I added these cube organizers on the left and right side of the couch, so the den is more of a centerpiece. Behind them, I added these fake trees to make this den feel more like a place to sit down. I finally topped it off with these LED strips on either side. I generally use this fading rainbow, and when it hits the leaves, it casts a nice shadow on the walls, and it's just honestly a great vibe. The next area in the living room I want to focus on was this workbench. So I have this table. Currently it had 4 chairs in it. One of the first things I did was I took out 1 chair so the 3 remaining chairs could tuck in and be flush. The reason why I call this a workbench is I use this table for a lot of things. Obviously I eat here, I'll host people for dinner, journal here in the morning, I shoot my YouTube videos here. One thing I did in terms of elevating the living room was I added these LED light strips on the top and bottom of the kitchen cabinets just to go alongside with the LED light strips in the den. Both lights, I generally keep it in this rainbow fading color scheme. I really just create a nice vibe in the living room. So that wraps up the living room. Now let's move to the bathroom. The bathroom is pretty nice. It's a full bathroom in the sense it has a tub, a shower, a toilet, and a sink, as well as mirrors and things along that line. I added a silver shower curtain to kind of play on the other silver elements of the bathroom. I added a plunger, a brush, and a trash can, and these great floor mats. Honestly, it's a bathroom, so there's really not that much to talk about. You get in, you get out, you do your business. So let's talk about the bedroom. For these small rooms, I like to tuck large pieces of furniture close to the walls just to create more space in the middle. So I tucked my bed into this corner. I tucked the 2 closets on the side of this wall and just create a lot of space in the middle. I kind of went with a gray scheme, added gray sheets, gray covers, a duvet, which is what they do out here. Typically I elevate my bed and use the real estate underneath, but I didn't quite have the space to add the bed risers because then the door wouldn't close. So I need to utilize the space above my closets to store things. So I tucked all my suitcases and duffel bags into this one large suitcase and put that on top of the right hand closet. And above the left closet, I added my shoes. I'm quite impressed with how many shoes I have. I'm a recovering sneakerhead.
Oh my god!
I wouldn't say recovering, but I've shifted in terms of kind of where I spend my money and where I spend my time. So I feel quite proud to have literally only 6 shoes. On the right hand side closet, I generally keep my suits, shirt jackets, normal jackets, gym wear. On the left hand side, I keep my t-shirts, normal button down shirts, as well as some pants. Underneath the bed, I have these kind of organizers that I can pull in and out. To create more space and organization in the room, again, I use these cube organizers. They're absolutely great. I bought 1 pack and now I'm getting 3 pieces of furniture. In this area, I generally keep my journal, my Bible, things I read on a daily basis. In this area, I use this as a charging station for my phone and other stuff so it's away from my bed. In this area, I have this as like an accessory station. I have my colognes, my glasses, the 2 belts I generally wear. Next, let's talk about the rooftop. Something that's actually quite special to only this flat in the building. And I actually pay the same price as everyone else in the building. You enter the rooftop through these 2 swinging doors. The day I shot this was one of the few really good days for weather, so this shot looks absolutely amazing. Like the sun's out. When it is nice, it's great to have the sun come in. It's great to open the door, let some air in, let some air out. One of the last areas that connects it all is the foyer. Do you remember that extra chair from the workstation I took out? I ended up putting that chair right here in this corner in the foyer. The chair fits snugly in this corner, and despite the foyer being small, it doesn't get in the way with anything. So often we use this chair to sit down and put my shoes on. It's right under this built-in coat rack, which I generally keep my 3 main coats. Overall, I love my spot. I'm super excited for the memories I'm gonna create. Super excited to host people both in London, but also people coming into London. I would love to start some type of routine gathering. When I was in New York, I had a friend named Amir who would consistently host these game nights, and they're always great nights, as well as I met a lot of new people. And I'd like to do something similar here in London. Unsure if it's gonna be a game night, unsure if it's gonna be a music jam session or whatever, but just something to bring people to connect. A low-key wholesome night. So that wraps up the video. I try to keep it short, but you know I like to talk a lot. We're gonna do this MTV style, so y'all ain't gotta go home, but y'all gotta get out. Yeah, glad that you guys watched this video to the end, but for now, you know, y'all gotta go. Peace.
Next time y'all need to fly me, you know, just rub these 2 wires for the doorbell. I know it don't work. You ain't gotta knock. It works. Don't worry about the screen too. You know, it's still good. You know, this is what I like to do, man. I see y'all next time. Peace. And bring me something to eat back.